Hi everyone, welcome back to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies, build update number 1 of our AMT's Green Hornet Black Beauty car. I got this last year for Christmas and I couldn't wait to do it, just everything kind of stacked up on top of it. But now with our group build on Grandpa Mark's Hobbies on Facebook, you can find me right there. Our December build is TV and movie, cars, trucks, whatever you want to do. So jump on over there if you want and join in. It's a no end date on it, so you just start building and have fun with it. So let me get the guys out of the way. They're real excited to get back in the shop and really excited to get into this top secret build here. So even Daisy came for the show. She had to get in. Well, let's talk about the car itself right off the rip. The vinyl roof was vinyl roof. I didn't do anything to it. All I did was painted the body. I do have a little bit of orange peel on this, as you can see. And I'll rub it out, and I think we'll do okay. And I do have a little blemish right here that is driving me absolutely batty. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I did get a good shine on this. So I'm happy with that. I just got to, I got a little work to do just to smooth everything out. But I decided we're going to light this thing. So I am doing a lighting video from the start to the finish. So it'll come out when this is done. But what we're going to have is we're going to have LEDs across the back on both taillights. We're going to have LEDs on the front for the headlights, and I'm going to have a dome light in here because there's so much going on inside this that I don't want to hide everything. So there's the body. There's not much to this. I glued the front end on. I am not gluing the back end on, and I'll show you why. In order to be able to get the battery in there, I'm going to put this piece in, and I'm going to make it to where somehow I can pull it on and off. Probably using a magnet of some sort. It drops in there. The body lines cover everything up, so it's no big deal. I'll be able to pull this out and then slide my battery in here to light the LEDs. I'll be able to turn it on and off, put it in, have the lights lit, and that's it. We're not going to go real fancy with turn signals and all that. Pretty much because I don't want to start hacking into this thing just to hide a 9-volt battery and the Arduino. I mean, there's a ton of room up front. I could do it. I mean, you could get a 9-volt battery in there and the Arduino module, but I just don't want to start cutting into this or trying to squeeze a battery through here. I thought of that, and stuff, and I thought, what, let's just enjoy this build. So the body's painted. This is what I wanted it to look like. I mean, that came out really good. And then I got excited on the last coat, and I did swirl it a little bit, and that was just me. I know exactly what I did, and it's my fault. But I painted the chassis. This is a curbside. I painted this all flat black with Tamiya's flat black this time. And then I'll come back in with the quick shine. We'll do the framework. We'll do some of the suspension with quick shine. Other parts of the suspension I'll do with some chrome silver and some aluminum and things like that, because this is a custom car, so pretty much underneath I can do whatever I want. I am planning on running a fuel line. I am planning on running the brake lines just because I can and I want to. The rest of it will just get a coat of paint. So there's that. The interior, and I want to squawk about the Mobius airbrushes here for a second, because the interior, you see this cut line right here on the fender. I used the 0.2 millimeter Mobius airbrush yesterday, and when I sprayed I used the 0.3 millimeter Mobius on this, not the 0.2. And when I sprayed this, I decided, you know what, I'm going to flat the carpet. So I came in here and just working that thing tight and loose, I was able to cut that line in there good enough to where I didn't need to mask anything off. That thing was able to really cut a fine line. And I thought, all right, smart Alec. And I did it across the back too, without masking anything off. And that came out great. So kudos for the Mobius 0.3 millimeter from Gallery. It did a great job. It cut in nice. I didn't get any overspray at all up on here because I was kind of using that little lip as a backer and just kind of watching where I was spraying. But I was able to throttle that thing back enough to where I was able to rock it out. I'm going to leave you pulled in here just for a second because I'm going to bring this monstrosity over. There's my headlights. I drilled into each one of the headlights and put one of my small LEDs. Again, the description for these is in the description. The link to these is in the description. And this comes with these LEDs. It doesn't come with a battery, but it comes with this. And I'm using this as a tester. So let me just show you real quick here. I'm going to hook one of these up and show you how cool this is going to look. I was thinking about painting the LED green just to really, really get the green going, but I don't think I need to because that's good and green. That looks great. So I am excited about that. The back here, I'm going to paint this silver. And again, in the video, I'll show you that. I'm going to paint this silver by hand inside there. I already drilled the holes for the 3 LEDs on each side. So I'll come in from the back side, put the LEDs in, we'll tape them off, we'll run all that. And that's going to be quick. So it's really, I've had a lot of people go, wow, that's cool, that's really cool. It's not that hard to do. It really isn't. It's just a little bit of pre-thought, that's all. Oh, we'll keep on moving. All the black stuff I did some panel lining. Here's the I'm not sure if this is a sonic gun for the back, like the oil gun. I think that's what this is for. So all I did was panel lined it in the front, and I think I'm going to be using this and the little piece that comes down below it to be able to pull that piece out of the back. So I did that. I did the 1960s version of a drone, just with the green and the orange. That's what it was. I will try to do the little bead on the top because that was supposed to light up, but I'm not trying to drill all this stuff out to light it. So I'll paint that with like a clear yellow or maybe a clear orange just to show that's what that is. And then the 2 paddles, I'm going to use they're all the way in the back here, but I'm going to use those paint pens from Gallery, and I'm going to paint that the aluminum. So I'll have some chrome, but I'll have the aluminum on the paddles like they were. Just for a little bit of accent. Now for the people, we have the bodies here. Kato's pretty boring. It's black on black on black with gloss black shoes. That's supposed to be semi-gloss. Glossed up pretty good on me. So I'll hit that with some flat coat and dull it down pretty good. Oh, I didn't expect it to shine up that way. Rick Reeves, I used Tamiya's green straight over the black. That looked pretty good. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to add some flat black to that, and I darkened it up even more. So this is a mix. I don't know what it was. I mixed it in a spoon of flat black and Tamiya's X5. So there's those. Kato's arms, just black, boring. But what I did do is I did semi-gloss here, and I'm going to have to redo it because I'm going to clear coat this. But semi-gloss, and then I did his gloves in gloss. And I don't want that shine on there, so we're going to dull coat this whole thing, and then we'll come back and I'll gloss coat these again. And then I did Rick Reeves' arms. Same thing. with the same green and then the black gloves. And I was having fun with the detail painting. And this is going to be a really quick update here. Kato, I still have to do a little panel lining, and I have to do his lips. But he's got brown eyes through that mask. And again, he's all black. It's just, I mean, kind of boring. But that's the way it was. Rick Reeves, we did him in pretty good. That's not all white like that. I did do the eyes white, but the light is really being mean here. I'll come in this way and try to hide that. There we go. Painted the fedora the same color as his coat, left a black around the fedora. His mask is the straight X5, just to give it a different, and then black hair. I left the black alone. And then the Tamiya's flesh, which is XF15. I like this color. Again, he doesn't have any lips yet, but he's looking pretty good. So, and if you look, that yellow dot is supposed to be on his mask. He had the Green Hornet emblem right in the center of his forehead. So I just took the XF3 or X3. Is it X3? X8. Yellow, and dotted his forehead there. So there is that. The interior, I keep looking at this and I keep thinking, all right, what am I going to do here? I'm pretty much going to leave this the same color paint as it is right now. I'm going to leave it the plastic, and then I'm going to take those, here they are way over here. I'm going to just take these and the aluminum, I'm going to do where the aluminum is, and then the chrome I'm going to use, shoot, I put it somewhere, and I can't find it right now, but I'm going to use the green stuff, chrome, and I'll brush paint that. So all the chrome pieces will get the green stuff. All the aluminum will get the gallery pen, because it's so stinking easy to put them on. And then other places, like up around here, I'm going to just put a coat of quick shine on there, and that'll bring everything to where I have the carpet and the leather and the, like the leather. This part here is leather on the seats, but the little front piece in front of this is chrome coming up, or aluminum coming up, and to all the switches on the door for this thing had electric mirrors and all that stuff right on the door. And then that's the door release on this side. So that's what we're planning on doing with that. It'll be pretty easy to do. So same with the front on the driver's side, the passenger side. I don't even think it shows the buttons, but we'll try to figure out something there. The front seat, I'm going to quick shine, just leave it like it is. And I think with the quick shine on this and not quick shining the frame for all the instruments, I think that'll be the way to go with this. This is going to have this panel coming out here. This will all be painted up and detailed, and they have some good decals for those too. So there'll be a lot of interest going on here that I don't want to have disappear. And that's why I'm going to put that dome light in here to shine down. It'll show Rick Reeves. It'll show Kato. And just, really, really do it in nice. Now the dash, there's a lot of options for the dash. You can have this open with a telephone or closed. I want that closed. So I want to show that wood grain on here. So the dashboard, where the telephone is and all that, is going to be closed. There's still this panel with the little radio or the little radar dome that Kato had, to where he could launch the drone in the back. That goes underneath here, so that's going to show. But I want that wood grain here. There'll be the wood grain here. The switches and everything. The steering wheel, pretty much, other than this ring here and the ring on the front, was just aluminum. Same with this piece here. It looked like it's just aluminum paint for the turn signals. So we'll do that upright. These are the brushes that go back behind the wheel, and I'm thinking I might sacrifice a couple of paint brushes and just literally cut this section off and then glue them on. But we'll see. I might want to try to just paint that and see if I can make that look like the broom. And that's all they were 2 stinking brooms that went down over behind the tires so they could wipe away the tracks. But we have our phones. We have some exhaust to do. A lot of hand detailing on the undercarriage of this thing. So I'm going to be happy doing that. I like doing that little detail work. And now we got the front grille. I panel lined that with my old jar of panel liner. This stuff is way thicker than the newer jar I have, and it dries a lot darker. And it doesn't run as fast, so I can really lay it in there thick, and you can see it's in there pretty darn heavy. So I can lay that in there real thick, and it doesn't run away like around the lights. It did disappoint me with the rims. These are pretty much black in here. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is using my craft paint and painting these real fast and then coming back and just barely brushing over top of it so you can still see the detail in there like they had, but it's going to be a lot more black than that. And then they have nice decals to go in the runners going into the center. And then, of course, the Green Hornet logo is in there. So there's that. Our missiles got painted and panel lined. I used the thicker panel liner on the bottom just to darken that up because it was just way too chromy. I was thinking about LA Awesomeness, but I thought if I was going to super detail a car out to where it was literally had rockets in it, I would chrome those rocket mounts. So I left it to chrome. But then I took again and I painted the tips of them all red and came around the rockets where the tips go into the tubes. It's hard to see here, but those tips actually had a ring around them that I was able to hit with panel liner. So it made a nice definition between the rocket and the tube. So you know that's a tube and not just a piece of the rocket. So there we go with that. Kato and everything. These guys are all ready to go. My panel liner is ready to go. All the little doodad pieces for the cover-ups are painted. I just have to, like this has silver on the inside, but I just painted these last night, and I want to let them sit for a day or so just to harden up before I start really manhandling them. So with that, like I said, this is going to be a quick build. It's going to be a quick update too, but this shouldn't take me more than, I'm thinking I might be done this weekend with this. So I wanted to get this video out just to show you my plans, and then I'll do maybe the finale video, and we'll see how bad my plans worked out. But with that, I want to thank everybody for showing up. I want to remind you to check out Automotive Model Cars Livecast. I'm not any part of these guys at all. I just really like what they do. So every Thursday at 8 o'clock, they're on for about an hour, and it's nice to watch them talk. It's a lot of fun. And then, of course, I want to thank our veterans and all our first responders for everything they do so we can keep doing what we do. And then with that, I'll let you go. You all have a great day and a better tomorrow.